this is the video you guys have all been waiting for. I am so freaking excited to film this for you today. Guys, this apartment is my dream apartment. Like, if you would have asked me what I was looking for in my apartment in Chicago, this hits every single thing right on the nail, and I'm so excited. If you are new to my channel, my name is Caira and I make videos all about small space living and organization. I have lived in Chicago for a year now. This is my second apartment. If you haven't seen my original apartment tour, I recommend going and watching that one. We lived in this tiny little 430 square foot studio and I loved it, but this apartment is everything to me. We moved into this one in the beginning of July. It's beautiful, I'm in love. It's not 100% done, but honestly, like anyone who does any sort of interior design decor, when is your place ever actually fully done? It's not. You always want to change things. Let's just go ahead and show you my apartment. This is my kitchen. I love it so much. The kitchen is honestly my favorite part of this apartment. It is so beautiful. So first off, we have this giant kitchen island right here, which is amazing. The kitchen island is perfect because I use it for my workspace. It is my dining area. It's where I do all of my cooking off of. We have two stools pulled up next to it. So that could be our dining table, but honestly, we eat every single meal on the couch. And on the other side of it, there is a ton of storage. So it makes it just like this really big staple piece right in the middle of our living space area that I love, and it's so functional. If our kitchen didn't come with this giant island, we would have had to get one because we use it for everything. Let's just get this out of the way right now. The elephant in the room is these stinking windows. You can't even tell how tall they are because they go up 16 feet. Just for reference, that's as tall as they go. They are so freaking tall. I really don't know how to show them off any better than that. But these windows are the most amazing thing. We were really hoping to live in a Chicago apartment that had these floor to ceiling windows. And the fact that they have these, but they're 16 feet is just mind blowing. I love them so freaking much. We're also in a corner unit, which is phenomenal because that means that our windows go all the way around our apartment and we just have tons of views and so much light. Our plants are so happy. We can see everywhere. It's the best. All right, back to the kitchen. I'm gonna do an entire kitchen organization tour so you guys can see how I organized everything. But just really quickly, we now have a full-size fridge, which is amazing. It has an ice maker, which we didn't have before, and I didn't realize how much I love ice. Our cabinets also go really high. So we have cabinet space that goes all the way up. We keep all of our plants up top too, which is a really great spot for them. They get tons of natural light that comes in through these windows. There's drawers and cabinets down here. I have my Smeg water kettle in the corner, which I use for everything. Over here we have a gas range stove, which I've never owned a gas stove before, so that's super nice and really exciting. Microwave, more cabinets, and then our open shelving. I love open shelving. It is, to me, just some way to make it really beautiful and aesthetic, but actually have purpose too, and you can put all your stuff away but make it functional and beautiful, and I love it. So our open shelving is my favorite. I keep all of our plates and everything on there. Up top, I also have like coffee, tea, tons of spices. I use every single one of those jars. None of them are for looks. They are all purely for function. All of this stuff is stuff that we use every single day. I love this section. I think it looks really good, but it's also super functional as well. It's honestly one of my favorite parts of this kitchen. Over here at the end, we have more cabinets and drawers down at the bottom. We keep some of our plants over here. Lots of plants hanging. We got a lot of plants, okay? Down here is where I keep Louis' dog bowls and whatnot, and all of his food and stuff is in here and out there. So this is just kind of out of the way as well. This is where we keep our trash can because that's really just out of the way as well because no one can really see this way because everyone's looking out the beautiful windows. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I almost forgot this. We have a dishwasher. We didn't have a dishwasher in our last apartment. I will never live without a dishwasher again. Dishwashers are the greatest gift to mankind since sliced bread. I love this thing so much. Moving into the living room, I get a million and one questions about this sign. This is a custom neon sign. We designed it entirely ourselves. It is a skyline of Chicago, so I guess technically we didn't design that, but we picked out the color and the backing and everything. I will put all of this information in the description box because literally everybody wants this freaking sign, but we did it from Etsy from a company called Free Fly Goods, and they were amazing. This is not sponsored, but I love them, and I would get a neon sign from them again in a heartbeat. For the rest of the living room, we have our snake plant in a pot right here. This little table, actually, someone was throwing it away, so it was in like a trash room, and so I picked it up. I got new knobs for it, but I love this little table. We usually change out the plant that's on here all the time, but right now we got a snake plant. Underneath that is where Louis keeps his dog bed, and he sleeps in there like a good 90% of the day. I have a strong love-hate relationship with this couch. It is so functional. It works so perfectly for our space. Ooh, but do I wish I could get something prettier. But this couch originally came from Costco. We actually bought it used off Facebook Marketplace back in Phoenix and then trucked it all the way over here. But I love this thing so much because because it pulls out entirely to form a double bed. So when we have guests come over, they can sleep on the couch and have like a proper place to stay. But then it also just folds away and rolls under and is super discreet. So it's super handy, it makes for a really easy guest bed, but I want a pretty couch. I also really love it because this L part actually lifts up, so we have tons of storage down there. I keep extra sheets down there, our Christmas tree, extra picture frames, like there's tons of random stuff that I just store away down there. So it's out of sight, out of mind. Guest bed, storage, all in one, in a couch. I really love it, what can I say? Over on this end of the couch, we got this giant lamp from IKEA and I love it. It was a really good price. I can't remember, so I'll stick it up on the screen. It makes like a really nice, soft nighttime light for us to be able to use in the living room. This coffee table is another one of my favorite things we got from IKEA. This is perfect because it has drop leaves on both sides, so we can leave them down and just have like a super tiny little minimalistic coffee table with a drawer for storage. Or if we need more space for dinner or for having friends over, we can always pop these up and then it becomes like a much bigger table. Over here, this is almost kind of like our junk area. We have this poof, which we use as a footrest. I also keep all of my guest bedding and stuff in here. So this is actually for storage. It's filled with a ton of stuff. But then back here, I have Louis' basket of toys because that's not pretty to look at. Extra blankets and whatnot to curl up with on the couch. I just shove things down there because you can't see them and then you don't have to worry about it. Welcome to our home office. So when we moved into this apartment, we actually didn't think that my boyfriend was still gonna be working from home at this time, but joke's on us, Corona 2020, everyone's still home. So we ended up getting this desk. We just ordered it off Amazon, but what I really loved about it was that it had like a really simple hutch on the top. I didn't want something really big and blocky, but just something minimalistic. So that way we could put his computer down on the bottom because he sits here and works all day, every day. But then we have the TV up top, so that way we can use that at night, and we didn't need a separate desk and a media console. We just needed an all-in-one. This I actually got a long time ago. This is from Amazon as well. And this just has drawers which make it super easy to store stuff away. I keep all my camera equipment and whatnot in there. But this is just like a really functional, easy setup for us. This giant freaking mirror came from IKEA and it's one of my favorite things. We put it in this corner so it reflects the light all over the apartment. It's huge. I love it. I feel like literally everybody needs one of these mirrors in their lives. Now, as we enter into the hallway, a couple things I want to point out. We have this camp flag, which is from Oxford Pennant, and it says had to be you. I love it. I think it's cute. Down here, we have our step stool because all of those cabinets are super tall, especially our open shelves. I definitely need a step stool to be able to get up and down and to be able to water all of our plants up there. We've had the step stool already. We actually used it as a bedside table in my last apartment, but I just got like a heavy duty command hook and have it hung on the wall here, and it is perfect. I love that it's just hanging and it's out of the way. We got this one new for this apartment and I'm obsessed. This is our calendar. It's like an acrylic calendar, so it's a dry erase, so I can write on all the stuff we have going on. Welcome to 2020, we have nothing going on, but I can put everything up there so that way Alex can take a look at it. He knows what's going on for the week. It's really easy to organize and I just think it's so pretty. One of the things about this apartment that I'm super excited for that is probably super lame is we have a storage closet. I have never had a freaking storage closet. I'm really obsessed with this. We were able to put away so much stuff in here, really take advantage of the space. We have tubs on some of the shelves. We have Alex's old computer monitors he doesn't use anymore but needs to take back to work. Suitcases, my ring lights hung up in here, just tons of stuff, but it makes it out of the way. Ugh, and I never had one of these before. Welcome to my bedroom. This room was very exciting for me because in our last apartment we didn't have a proper bedroom, so to be able to style this and make it exactly what I wanted was really cool. Again, the ceilings in here are 16 feet tall, so we had tons of room to play with, but also I wanted to make it feel cozy and not like we were sleeping in a warehouse situation. This dresser back here, I'm super, super proud of that one. I actually thrifted and redid that dresser. I got it for $30 off Facebook Marketplace and polished it all up. I bought new legs for it on Amazon and put those on myself, and I'm so proud of how it looks. I think it's such a cool piece. I also bought the round mirror off Facebook Marketplace for $20. That clock we bought used as well, and the candlestick came from Salvation Army. So lots of little thrifted quirky pieces over that I think look so good together. This world map is one of my favorite things I own, and that actually also came from the trash room. Somebody was throwing it away and I just took it because I didn't want it to be trash. But with the ceiling so high in here, I think it looks so good and I'm super, super pleased with it. Also down here we have our fiddle leaf. We've had this one for quite a few years. It's grown so much and I love this plant. It might be my favorite. And then down on the bottom is this little, like, it's like a plant stand and it It used to be gray. I recently painted it this yellow. And we keep Louis's dog bed in it. Thank you for being such a good example, Louis. He sleeps in there all the time. It's like one of his favorite spaces in the house. So I love keeping a dog bed in there to make it so he's nice and cozy. All right, about our bed. So we actually have our bed lifted up. I think it's on an 18-inch bed frame, but we have it lifted up extra high because I have storage boxes underneath it. So I keep all of my out-of-season clothes. We keep Alex's golf clubs. Tons of different stuff lives underneath our bed. We have these 2 giant pillows, which are from IKEA. I love them so much and they're super comfortable. And then one of my favorite things is we didn't have space over here for a bedside table for Alex. So instead I got him this like bedside couch, which fits into our bed frame. And that way it holds his phone. He sleeps with an eye mask, like anything like that, he can just shove in there and it's out of the way. For a bedside table on my side, I didn't really have space for something standing here just because this does come out all the way. So I ended up getting a pegboard from IKEA. I love this pegboard. It's super functional. It has hooks so I can hang my eye mask. It has a little tray so I can leave a cup of tea and my phone. There's a pouch and a little rack thing so I can keep my book or my laptop or whatever. But this literally holds everything I need, takes up no space on the ground, and I feel like it just works really, really well for this space. Also down on the floor right here, I keep a bedside table, desk, I don't know what else to call it, but I got this from IKEA ages ago and it just pops up into like a tray table desk. And this is perfect because since Alex is working from home, I'll usually come in here and work off of this thing on the bed if he's taking calls in the living room. The only other real thing to point out in here is we have this rug, which we got from IKEA. It was like $14 forever ago, but they definitely still sell them. And then we have this little corner shelf right here that we got off Facebook Marketplace because someone was literally throwing it away. We're gonna put plants on it, but we have to figure out how to make it more sturdy first. All right, I love this bathroom, but I hate the lighting, so bear with me. So in the bathroom, there's these 2 pendant lights, which are really cool. The mirror opens up into a medicine cabinet, which is great because I can store a ton of stuff in there. I just keep my washcloths, a candle, and soap down there. And then this has drawers, which are great for more storage. And there's shelving right there as well. We use this little rug as a bath mat. This came from IKEA. It's not meant to be a bath mat, but it works great. And I think that was like $3. And then also I'm obsessed with this tile. I think it's super cool. Over on this side, we have my Chicago pennant, which is also from Oxford Pennant. And then there's hooks, so we just keep all of our towels and my robe and whatnot there. Then we got this little minimalistic hamper. I love it because it's small and it fits perfectly in the corner. It's just kind of out of the way so that way we can put our clothes in there and I can take them to go wash them. The shower is really pretty. It has the subway tiling and then it has these gold brass fixtures. I love those. This eucalyptus is from Trader Joe's and everyone raves that they love putting eucalyptus in their showers. I'm gonna be honest, I think it's overrated. Maybe I don't have a sense of smell, but I really don't notice anything. And then down here, there's like these little hooks so we can keep all of our toiletries and whatnot in those nicely organized. Continuing down the hallway, here is our old full-size mirror. This one's just a little guy, but we leave it in this corner because it really nicely reflects the light down the rest of the hallway. Ignore this plant pot, we need to get rid of it. And then this is like the hallway entryway. I don't know what else to call it. We have this really cool rug that runs down the middle of it. Makes it feel a little bit more cozy when you first enter. This is actually Alex's dresser, and this wasn't supposed to live here. I was really hoping to figure out some sort of way to incorporate this into the bedroom, but we finagled it so many times. We've moved around that bedroom so many times and could not figure out a way to put this in here. It lives in the hallway, which I honestly think is fine because this is a ton of space in square footage that we don't use. So this is currently here. We need to hang up this art still, but I'm still trying to figure out where I want it to go. The literal only item that this apartment didn't have that I wanted was a coat closet. And I never realized in my last apartment how important it is to have a coat closet until you move to Chicago when you have parkas and winter boots and gross, wet, snowy, sloppy clothes. We got this little coat hanging rack from Amazon. It's great because it has a shoe rack on the bottom so we can put all of our shoes away. There's tons of hooks, so right now they're just filled with like my backpack and purses, our umbrella, and tons of masks. But this will be great also when winter comes around because we can put our snowy boots on here, our parkas can hang on there, more umbrellas up top, whatever we need. But it's really small, doesn't take up a lot of space, uses the vertical space really well, and just fits really nicely in this area. All right, this section straight up makes me feel spoiled. We have a full-size washer dryer. In our last apartment, we had a washer dryer combo, and even though it worked great, this is so much better. It's just more efficient. It works a lot better for me. I love it. So it's really nice having our own washer dryer in here. We keep all of our detergent and everything up top, so that's really nicely accessible. And then this might be something I'm most proud of in the apartment. Over here, there's this little tiny closet area, and it's probably 10 inches wide. It's really small. So I didn't know what to do with it. So I ended up getting getting these baskets from IKEA. They're supposed to be trash cans, but I use them just for like my reusable shopping bags, sunglasses, different things I need to grab when I go out the door. And we have them hung right here. This one actually just fell off. I need to put it back on. But we keep these bags here. And then up top, I have my rolling grocery cart, which I cannot believe it took me a year of living in the city to get a rolling grocery cart. But that hangs up top, and that is on one of the utility command hooks as well. Lastly, right when you enter into the door, we have this little like wicker hanging shelf thing. We got this one vintage as well. And then my diffuser for oils, which I really just use to make our apartment smell good. But I'm thinking like when winter comes around, I'll probably do like gloves and stuff on here, so they're really easy to just grab out the door as well. All right guys, so that is my apartment. Like I said, this apartment is literally everything I could have ever wanted. I love it so much. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, any of the items, or just about the apartment in general, definitely comment down below. If you haven't already, go over and follow me on my Instagram. I post tons of content over there. You'll definitely want to keep up giveaways, fun stories, all sorts of things. And you can also message me over there, and I'm super responsive. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and definitely hit the big red subscribe button. I post 2 times a week about small space living and organization, lots of Trader Joe's. You'll want to keep along because it's so fun. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the moment we've all been waiting for, Caira's dance move.